Hi Porsche 917 fans, it's April 13th, 2019. I hope this background noise won't drown me out. Looks like we had some rain last night. I'm going to start making weekly videos. If for no other reason than to just have some moral support coming from you guys. I put together a list of what I need to do to finish the car up. And if I had the emotional stability, I could probably knock it off in 2 weeks. But we'll see how that works. I've done a ton of wiring. I found a guy in California who did a car-specific wiring diagram. So there's no guessing. You just hook up where he says they hook it up and you have it. You got the computer over there. I still have more finish work to do on the wiring, covering things up and so forth, but it's getting there. I mean, that weight is lifted, but there's a ton more weight still to carry. I've hooked up one engine. I had 2 engines running, but it opened up a whole new can of worms for me. There was a slight vibration that I had to get rid of. It turned out I would be better off using 2 computers, but splicing the throttle position sensor and have the sensors from each engine going to each computer and just splicing the throttle position sensor. I didn't know that when I started out. I didn't know anything when I started out. I wasn't getting any advice from anybody, so I can only do the best I can. But now I've disconnected it, and I'm going to run it just on this rear engine. That engine's going to come with it. I'll give the new owner some advice on how to connect them. I'm going to get since they're not connected, I'm going to get an alternator bracket to go underneath there so I can hook the alternator up to that pulley to charge the battery. I mean, it's all odds and ends now. It's all little bits and pieces. Like I said, in 2 weeks I could knock this off, but I just don't know. I took an anxiety pill today just to get out in the garage and make my list. I've decided that I just can't do the body on this. I'm going to have to sell it the way it is. The body is sitting over there. It's been laying around for 9 years. I put a tremendous amount of work into it, and it looks like crap. It's the Joe Sifford car. But there are companies in this country that have molds and make bodies for all the Porsche 917s. I mean, just one company that does restoration work that I know is Gunner Racing down in Florida. And they can the owner of the car can have a body made for any of the Porsche Can-Am cars and put it on this car. I'd love to have the Jägermeister body on this car, but that was a lot of work to make that. So I was looking on YouTube the other day, and somebody has a Le Mans Porsche 917 kit car for sale. It's probably LMK or Bailey's or one of the real nice ones. It has a 6-cylinder engine, Porsche, and gearbox. It sounds like crap, but it's turnkey, ready to go. They want $385,000 for it. Now, there aren't a whole lot of companies, maybe only one, that make Can-Am versions, and that was LMK. I saw a picture of their chassis one time, and with the gorgeous body. So, I mean, this is it. You want a Can-Am Porsche 917, you whip out, like $2 million, or you try to find a kit, which you're going to be hard-pressed to find, or here it is. I mean, look at the back of this car. Those are Porsche RSR lights. Look at the bracket. Look at the exhaust. The drain tank over here, the roll bars. I've showed this all to you before. But I made this as accurate as it can possibly. See these over here? Right here? These are for hanging the turbos. If you had turbos, I put those in there. I had a cooler, like an engine oil cooler or something on here, but it would have stuck up in the bodywork. But whatever. And those covers right there. I mean, this chassis, look at the triangulation in this. I mean, I've been in construction for 50 years. So I know a little bit about engineering and what's strong and what isn't and so forth. This is Fort Knox, this thing. Try to look through all that junk. You see all the tubes on the floor. Look at that triangulation over there. I mean, that's a Toyota MR2 shifter. I probably already told